I've never ever felt like that before in my life, ever. Even in combat zones, even with bullets flying over my head. I've never felt so useless in all my life. No word of a lie. I thought I was dead.
Could have been my kids growing up without Dad. Everything I've dreaded my whole life.
I love you. I love you.
Former Special Forces soldier and Middleton is about to leave his family for 2 months and attempt to climb Mount Everest.
I know, baby. I know. Love you, bye-bye.
Even with the best possible preparation, climbing Everest is a high-risk activity. For every 17 climbers who have reached the summit, there has been 1 death on the mountain.
Just leaving Chelmsford, and that was quite emotional. It always is. It's never nice saying goodbye, and I'm just going to dwell on it for a couple of minutes, get it out of my system, and then get my head into the game for the biggest challenge, the biggest mountain, not only in my world, but in the world. So let's get this done.
Ant's Everest expedition begins in Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal, where for the first time he meets Dawa Lama, the lead Sherpa who will guide him up the mountain, and filmmaker Ed Wardle.
Hey there, mate. It's Ed, is it? Nice to meet you, Ed. How's things?
How you doing, man?
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you, man.
Welcome to Nepal.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. You know what? It was painless. That's what I love to hear, mate. That gets me excited. Are you ready, Dawa?
Yeah.
Are you sure, brother?
Yes.
Are you ready, Ed?
I'm ready.
Are you sure? Just the nerves hitting when I was flying over. I thought to myself, this is it.
Can you give me this? Can I?
No, it's okay, Dawa. I've got it, man. Come on. Listen, you're going to be dragging me up the mountain anyway, so you don't need to. Mate, I love it. It's got holes in the car and everything. Do you know what that is?
What's that?
If we break down, you just put your legs in there, mate, and you start fucking Flintstone in it. It's good to meet you, Dawa, man. Good to meet you. Looking
Nice
forward
to
to
meet
working
you,
with
yeah.
you. Are you ready to put me in your day sack and take me to the summit?
Dawa first summited Everest with his father, also a Sherpa, when he was 19.
How many times have you summited?
I submitted 6 times on the top.
Nice.
I did like 11 times expedition.
What are these for, Dawa?
Oh, this is for good luck.
Good luck. Listen, luck's for the unprepared. But hey, we'll see. We might need it, right? When I came out of the airport, I met Dawa, our lead Sherpa, and he wasn't what I expected at all. He's 5'0". He's a funny-looking fella, and if I judged a book by its cover, which I don't, you'd think to yourself, he could never get up a mountain, let alone Everest.
It's a short flight from Kathmandu to the town of Lukla, the entry point to the Kumbu Valley, the gateway to Everest.
Everest's been a lifelong dream for me since I was 16, 17, when I first climbed Snowdon. The reason I climb mountains is because of the freedom. When you're surrounded by people and situations and the rat race of life itself, you find yourself out in the mountains, completely exposed, no rules and regulations. It's an amazing feeling. Absolutely amazing. This is the start point of the trek up the Kumbu Valley to Everest Base Camp.
It will take 10 days to trek through the Kumbu Valley, with the 2,500-meter increase in altitude allowing Ant's body to gradually adapt to the decreasing levels of oxygen.
I already feel the altitude. It's just about taking it slow and your body getting used to it. And I've got my good companion with me, Dawa, who's here with me all through last year, 2017. 50,000 people passed through here, just over 50,000 people. And that's not including the expeditions, Everest expedition. This is just trekkers coming back and forth.
Does that make you feel?
Not special. 50,000 people have done it, then fucking hell, let's wrap, let's come on, let's go.
Alongside the trekkers and climbers are hundreds of Nepalese porters, whose job it is to carry the climbers' heavy kit up to Everest Base Camp.
I'm saying hitting your 45, 50 kgs. You're gonna carry that on your head? Like this? Like that? Fuck me, I can't even stand up. Shit, fucking Christ. You've got to have a neck of like fucking 10 men. Can't even control my neck muscles. You've been doing this for many years?
Yes.
How many years?
44.
44 years! The thing about the porters, I can understand putting it on my back now, on my head now, understanding that it's pretty tough. But I can also understand, having done that for years, how it's just a routine. It's just part of everyday life. Just like me putting a burden on my back in the military. And at first I carry 30 pounds, and at the end of my career I'm carrying 70 to 100 pounds. People are like, how are you putting that on your back? So as much as it's incredible, I can totally understand how it's feasible. These guys earn a living from doing this, and during the season they're earning good money doing it. When I look back, I've always loved that feeling of being isolated. When I was 5 years old, my father passed away quite unexpectedly. My life just collapsed. I suppose my survival instinct kicked in. I would isolate myself. I'd go and play in the woods, you know, go and build dens, and I'd stay in there for 2-3 nights, you know, on the trot sometimes. That was my escape. And I suppose I do exactly that now.
Ant takes a detour off the well-worn trekking route to visit the Sherpa village of Kumjong. Unlike most first-time climbers, Ant has chosen not to have a Western guide and will attempt to summit with just filmmaker Ed, Dawa, and a small team of Sherpas.
Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. Handshake. Namaste. Namaste. So what's this place, Dawa?
This is Sherpas' old one house.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay here tonight.
I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony.
Anthony.
Yes.
Anthony.
Tapako naam?
My name is Sorki Sherpa.
Solki Sherpa.
Yes,
Okay.
from Kumjung.
From Kumjung.
Yes, my village.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are planning to go to the summit.
But be careful.
Thank you.
Yes.
We will. What's it like on Everest?
Delicious.
100%
Yes.
delicious.
Yes, 100% delicious. More than best this one.
Yes.
This one.
This one.
Sambar.
Tamba.
Yes. More than best this one.
This one.
Up there, high up there.
Strong.
Yes.
Strong. Strong. Like this.
This is better than like a Puri's toast, what he said.
Sherpa oxygen.
More than oxygen.
Sherpa oxygen. In.
Yeah.
Stir it.
And mix it.
I have no idea what this is. Tell you bad. That is not nice.
100% oxygen. 100% oxygen. Yes.
No, listen, if it's good enough for the Sherpas, it's good enough for me. Cheers. If I just copy the Sherpas, live how they live and do what they do, then in my mind, I'll become a Sherpa and I will get to the top of Mount Everest. Namaste. Wow, look at that view.
Everest.
Where's Everest? No. Really?
Yes.
You joking me?
No. Serious.
Well, there.
Yes.
You're joking me, Dawa. You serious?
Yes, Everest.
Oh, that's fucking amazing. I thought we were a million miles away. We still are, but look at that. To think hopefully we'll be standing on the top there, Dawa.
So we are here.
Do you know what? There's no way in my mind that I'm not summiting. There's no way in my mind that I'm not reaching to the top of that mountain.
And Middleton has spent his first night at Everest Base Camp, a tented village at an altitude of 5,335 meters.
I've got to keep quiet. People are still sleeping. I'm the first one up in base camp by the looks of it. I had a good night's sleep last night. Very cold, but very comfortable. And this mountain was moving. I've heard this massive avalanche or this massive rockfall to the point where people were starting to get out of bed. So, good morning. So it's quite an experience, shall we say. Here's our camp here. Everyone's sleeping. The kitchen has just woken up. They're gonna start cooking in a minute. And there's the mountain. Why wouldn't you want to wake up here? All that I'm missing now is my wife and kids.
Ant will be taking the southeast ridge route to the summit, which passes through 4 camps. The route covers a distance of 12 miles, with an altitude increase of 3,513 meters. Before Ant can take on the summit, he spends 4 weeks preparing his body for the extreme altitude through a series of training climbs.
At the beginning, every footstep was just an effort. And I'm not talking because you've worked hard. You've literally taken 2 or 3, 4, 5 steps, and then you're having to stop to fill your lungs. The higher you go, the more you have to rest. I've never experienced doing next to nothing physically, and my body reminding itself that it needs to breathe.
But altitude isn't the only thing to contend with on the mountain. On an ice cliff above base camp, a climber is struggling.
He's not moving at all.
He's stuck. One climber on the right here that's just stuck on this Jumar, and now the left ladder, there's a lady just frozen at the top of the ladder.
This year, nearly 1,000 climbers will attempt to summit Everest, most of them under the auspices of commercial climbing companies. experienced climbers like Ant and those with far less experience will share the same route up the mountain.
Fucking waited about an hour down there. Some climber had to be hauled up. He shouldn't be on the mountain. If he can't get up this, he's not going to get up there. This is my first experience of being stuck in a bottleneck in a traffic jam like this, and it's a joke, absolute joke. People are paying to get dragged up the mountain. You shouldn't be on the mountain.
No.
You can't even get up that. What makes you think you can get up there?
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck for you as well.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it.
Okay.
Good luck, my friend.
When I took on this challenge, I didn't really think too much about the dangers. But when you're seeing the amount of people that are on that mountain, it sort of shocked me. There's constant reminders that this isn't a game. You're seeing avalanches on a daily basis. People falling down crevasses, extreme weather conditions on top of that. Everything adds up. I realised it's not, let's get to the top of Everest and have a jolly old party. This is, let's get to the top of this mountain and let's get the hell off of it as quick as we can.
At base camp, preparations are underway for the anniversary of the avalanche of 2014, when 16 people died.
In 5 minutes, everyone's going to come out and have a minute's silence, mark the respect of the Sherpas that were lost on that day.
How do you feel about things like that?
Yeah, do your minute's silence and mark of respect, but it just puts you in that mindset, you know. I don't like to ever go into that mindset because it can be a dark place, right? Get yourself into that mindset, you know, it just brings back memories of my father, it brings back memories of people that I've served with who are buried.
How did you end up sleeping on your dad's grave? You mentioned that.
Yes. I never knew where his grave was, never knew where my father's grave was until one day my nan told me. And yeah, it just was such a bad experience. It was such a horrific experience for me going to his grave. I just broke down. Just ended up staying on his grave all night. I think some gardener woke me up about 6, 7 in the morning and put me in a taxi.
How old were you then?
22, 23. So, you know, not that long ago really.
How come you didn't know where your dad's grave was?
Just family, politics, family business. My mum and dad's side just split. It's one of the reasons why we moved to France. And just...
So did you go to his funeral?
No,
Why not?
weren't allowed.
After 4 weeks of preparation, Ant is ready to set off for his summit attempt.
There's only a couple of windows that you can hit on the summit of Mount Everest during a season. And I wanted to hit the very first day of the very first window. It meant that all the traffic, all the other people, the other climbers that were going for the summit would be behind me. The weather report showed adverse weather conditions for the first bit of the climb. But I was willing to fight through those conditions to get the best possible window for the summit.
close.
It's lighting up the whole sky.
It's good. I think it's not a big problem.
It's not a big storm right on the top of us then.
Not on the top, but like a below 6,000, I think it's fine.
Quite exciting here at the crampon point. The thunderstorm overhead. Just hear it, boom, boom. This is exciting shit, man.
As the weather conditions continue to worsen, Ant's team meet a group of climbers who have decided to turn back.
You're going down again, are you?
Yeah.
Because of the weather?
Yeah, look, well, it's used to be here. I'm a mountain guide and I think I'm going down. It's my decision, yeah.
Let's just push on. Bit of snow never stopped me. Happy, Ed?
I don't know what this means, really.
Don't think about it too much, mate. Just get your head down, crack on. You'll be fine. Come on, Ed.
The group push upwards into the Kumbu icefall, a glacier at the base of the mountain notorious for its giant ice towers and deep crevasses.
The weather's non-stop. It's not holding up. It's not granting us an easy passage, that's for sure. The icefall's like being on a different planet. It's eerie, it's cold, it's like being on the moon. You've got crevasses that are 10 meters long, where you've got ladders strapped together with a piece of rope laid over the crevasse, and you literally have to walk over it. You know, your life is in your own hands. I've been in situations all through my career where you can't guarantee 100% that you're going to come home. And that was the threat of war for me. You know, I went into combat knowing that I might not come home today. It's a strange way to look at life, but that's the way my brain is wired.
Big one.
The winds have been relentless. My fingertips have been freezing, slowly draining the energy out of me. The winds, just that wind chill with the cold is an absolute killer.
We've lost one camera down a crevasse. Quite a bit of footage on it. My fingers are getting too cold to film.
It's a whiteout! You have to stand still. You do not know where you're treading. You could be down a crevasse before you know it.
After a 15-hour climb, Ant Middleton and his team have reached Camp 2 at 6,400 meters.
We've suffered today. At least we're up here. Hopefully that suffering will be enough to get us to the summit of Mount Everest.
Despite the conditions, about 30 climbers have made it to Camp 2. They are now ideally placed to attempt to reach the summit as soon as the weather clears.
Just an update, we've obviously stayed put today due to the weather. High wind today.
The weather's turned pretty bad now, and so we're kind of stuck here.
Frustrating, but this is the mountain life. I've always done everything by myself, never asked for any help. Just got out there and done it.
you think that would have been different if your dad hadn't died?
Yeah, I think I would have. It's one of those shut a door moments, you know. Do you take the left door? Do you take the right door? You know, the right door's slam closed, right? So I've got one door to take, and that's sort of to look after yourself. And but if my father was alive, then yeah, I think I would have gone down a different route. My mum brought us up, and you know, I haven't spoken to my mum for years and years. Probably going on a decade now. But you know, she's one of these women that she brought us up, and she's like, I've done my job. You know, it's over to you. I don't think about it because it's just, why waste my mind, waste it on that? Why waste my energy on someone that doesn't want to be around me? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, and that's why my family's so important. That's why my wife and my children are so important, because that's all I have.
Big climb now, this is it. Getting into the zone, Camp 3, Camp 4, summit within the next couple of days. It's getting very serious all of a sudden.
After 48 hours stuck at Camp 2, and Dower and his team are able to set off again. They remain on course to reach the summit on the first day of the season.
The climb to Camp 4, it went from outside my comfort zone to I'm fucking right outside my comfort zone. I class myself as an extremely capable individual, and all of a sudden, it was like my superpowers had been ripped away from me. You're at the cruising altitude of a jet. You've got a third of the oxygen up there. Your body's slowly dying. Every step, I felt like I was being suffocated. I felt like the whole mountain was just putting its pressure on me, that I couldn't breathe, that all of a sudden I had the weight of Everest on my shoulders.
It's getting harder and harder to breathe.
It feels like you can just touch her. But she's so far away. Camp 4.
At an altitude of 8,000 meters, Camp 4 is in Everest's death zone. Oxygen levels are so low here that the body starts to shut down. There is a limited amount of time that humans can survive.
Just arrived at Camp 4 at the South Col. Absolutely shattered. Just to let you know, myself, Ed, Sangbu and Dower have arrived safely but out of breath at Camp 4. We're finding it hard to breathe up here, but we're in good spirits and we're looking to hit the summit this evening. Well, to leave this evening at 11 p.m. over. How you feeling, Ed?
Really tired.
Long days today, right?
Sore back, really tired.
Weather's looking good, 5 to 10 knots on the summit. We've timed it just right, I think, Ed. All that hard graft. Relief.
It's 10 p.m. Which means it's summit morning. We're just getting ready now. By mid-morning, hopefully, we'll be standing on top of the world.
This morning, about 25 climbers set off for the summit. Most of the deaths that have occurred on Mount Everest have happened in this final section of the route.
You prepare yourself for the death zone. You know you're going to be very near dead bodies.
Whoa.
And when you see people that are still there. You know that this could be me. If I don't move and if I don't get up and down from this mountain, I could be where this person is.
Before the sun rises, the temperature can be as low as minus 40 degrees centigrade.
I can't feel my feet. If you're serious, you might lose your toes. Yeah, I know, I've been thinking about that, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice. You sure? Yeah. There's no way I'm giving up.
Climbers can burn 20,000 calories on the day of the summit attempt. Dower constantly tries to provide Ant with high-energy snacks and water.
That is frozen. No worries, Dower. We'll crack on.
Seven and a half hours after leaving Camp 4, Ant approaches the summit.
10 more meters.
As I reached the summit, I realised we're one of the first people up on this first morning. All that hard work paid off.
I'm the highest person in the world! I can't believe it. Ah. Hello? Yeah, just to let you know, I'm standing on top of the world.
Everything just went wrong from the moment I got the phone out.
Thank you and the kids for always being there for me. I love you millions. I love you more than you'll ever know. Yeah.
My wife, she said to me, is there a storm up there? Something I was like, no, I said, the wind's just coming now.
Okay, I love you. Love you, bye.
And I can remember just thinking to myself, actually, it's white out now. I can't really see anyone. And Ed was literally a couple of meters in front of me. And Ed was like, my camera's going down. You know, we need to get off the mountain.
What's up, guys? Here. Where's my glove?
I was kind of thinking, this is getting out of hand. There are 25 people or so on the summit still, and the weather's getting really bad.
Oh my God. Did anything else go wrong?
I can remember thinking, right, everyone's going now. I'm going to wait here to say that I am officially the last one on the mountain, the highest person in the world.
I packed my camera away at that point. It was getting completely frozen up. I was worried that I wasn't going to manage to get it back down.
As I'm walking off the summit, I look up and there's someone standing there. And I'm thinking, why is he standing there for? And I sort of look around and there's a queue.
Ant was just 5 minutes behind me, but that 5 minutes meant a huge difference. He was 15, 20 people behind me in a queue, and there weren't 15, 20 capable climbers. Half of them didn't know what they were doing and were unable to move in those conditions.
And at that moment, I think to myself, there's no way to get off the mountain.
And Middleton is trapped in a storm near the summit of Mount Everest.
I need to get off the mountain. I need to get off this mountain. My feet were starting to go. Frostbite. My fingers were starting to tingle, go numb. The wind was now probably 60, 70 kilometers an hour.
I knew Ant was behind me, but I wasn't able to stop and wait. that was impossible. There were 10, 15 people behind me all trying to get down the mountain.
One rope, one way on and off the mountain. I was at the back of the queue with about 15 people in front of me that are taking 5, 6, 7 minutes to negotiate this part of the ridge. I'm doing the maths and I'm thinking, right, I'm stuck here for a couple of hours. I'm going to freeze to death. My oxygen's running out. I feel like a kid, I feel like a child. There's this one person in front of me. He's literally hanging upside down off the mountain, pinned to a rock with just a fall straight below him. At first he's not moving. I'm thinking he's unconscious, he's smashed his head. Dao was down there trying to help, along with his Sherpas. They probably tried to rescue him 5, 6 times with no joy, because he'd been there for such a long time, and we couldn't use the rope. They were going to cut him off the mountain. I don't want to see anyone get cut off a mountain, but at this stage, I'm actually thinking to myself, 5, 6 of us are going to die if this guy doesn't go. So I can just remember thinking to myself, just look away. As I open my eyes again to expect this guy, to be cut off the mountain, he's standing on his feet. He must have heard them asking for a knife, where he thought in his head, right, I've got to make this last move to save myself.
Forced by the conditions to leave Ant behind, filmmaker Ed Wardle makes it back to Camp 4.
We made it to the summit. I don't know if we've made it back. I got split up from Ant and Dawa. I made it back to Camp 4. I don't know where they are.
By the time they rescued this guy, by the time the queue had gone down and it was my go, I was probably up there for 3 hours. My legs were like jelly. My mind was in shock. Like, I remember looking down and thinking, how am I going to do this? I've never ever felt like that before in my life, ever. Even in combat zones, even bullets flying over my head. I've never been so vulnerable and felt so useless. That's when I thought, right, get a grip of yourself. Take charge of your mind, take charge of your body. You've got this. You can do this.
I've been back for, I think, 2 hours now. And Dawa and Sangbu are not back yet. I'm very worried about them. And I think all of the other people that were struggling up there are probably in real trouble now. Every now and again I go outside the tent and I look, you can see for miles up the hill. You can see almost all of the route, all the way up the hill, and I can't see them.
People were just walking past this one person, and as I got to him, I could see it was a Sherpa. He had no oxygen on, and I just thought that he was waiting for everyone to go past. But he was in this state where he wanted to sleep, because I grabbed his arm and he told me he was sleeping. I was like, you need to move, you need to move. You're gonna die. If you stay there, you're gonna die. And he sort of shrugged his arm off at me as if to say, go. I knew that he wasn't coming off the mountain. It was the first time I've left someone to their death. That moment would always stay with me.
Over here.
15 hours after leaving for the summit, Ant arrives back at Camp 4.
You're alive, man. Fucking hell. I thought you were dead.
It's the most horrific thing I've ever witnessed in my life. completely out of my hands. Last one on the fucking, on a hilly step. People falling down. Sherpas wanted to cut people away. Fucking Sherpas staying up there, just can't get down, going to sleep.
Okay.
He never left my side.
Okay. Okay.
I wanted to stop and just curl up in a ball because I was so cold. And I honestly thought, if I get to that stage, I'm going to chuck myself off the mountain, put myself out of my misery. I'm so glad I'm alive. So glad I'm alive.
Could have been my kids growing up without Dad. Everything I've dreaded my whole life.
Ant and Ed have been in the death zone for 24 hours. Ant has started to lose vision in one of his eyes.
I think he's a little bit snowblind. And he's got storm burn in his eyes as well, so they're all weepy. You can't really see it, but he's a bit fucked.
God was gracious to bless me with 2 eyes.
Believe in God now, do you?
One of these Hindu gods, yeah. Not the fucking mountain god.
Chomalongma,
Chomalongma, no.
goddess mother of the earth, she doesn't like you.
No.
I don't want to go down with you blind. Icefall, floaty face, remember? It's difficult with 2 eyes.
Yeah, then. Across my face.
Hold that on your hands, make it warm. The tape. We've got to get out here, I think. There's a big long one. It's gonna make you look a bit daft, but
Over it's fine. I've got 1 eye now to get me back down.
we're still at Camp 4, right? And if he goes blind, then it's going to take us a week or so to get down. There's still no helicopter rescue up here.
Well, I'm pretty beaten up, but my legs still work. I've got an eye. And I've got Ed.
Good at staying alive. That's what you're good at. Good at staying alive.
I don't want to be good at staying alive anymore. I've had a decade of it.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Ant and Ed leave Camp 4 and start the 2,600-metre descent to base camp.
When we left Camp 4 going down, I was just thinking, you're in a bad way, Ant. I could only see out of my left eye. My feet were frozen. My fingers were in pretty bad state. Completely confused, battered and bruised, not really knowing where I was. But I was desperate to get down.
Seven days after leaving base camp, Ant finally makes it back.
All I can say is that we ran the gauntlet and we got out alive. It's as simple as that. Mother Nature, Mount Everest, bent me over, pulled my pants down, gave me a good hide and said, on your way.
Well done.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
We didn't do too bad, did we? Thank you. He never left my side. He was here all the time. Everywhere I went, here, here.
It took 3 months for the circulation in my toes to come back. It took about 3 weeks before my vision came back. But to be stood there on the summit for those couple of seconds, to look around you, to say, I'm the highest person in the world, it was just elation. They're the moments that will stay with me forever. As I'm getting older and as the children are getting bigger, I'm finding it harder and harder to sort of separate myself emotionally from the family. But I sort of know, having done it all my life, I need to keep on pushing myself. And having just done what I've just done, it's only fueled me even more.